Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in the pristine, untouched wilderness of the Calmlands. It was... I thought it told you what the previous crop was. Just says growing weeds. Maybe I need a different mod to be able to see that. Let me look down here. It'd be rather nice. Oh, that was canola. Right. Yeah, after the canola, we want to grow corn. So, I mean, this one is going to be a cornfield, and then the current cornfield would be oats, which is cash crop. And then we've got... we had barley grow. So canola will be grown in the field that is currently... That's the one that we're getting planted as quickly as we can. Right, now I remember. Okay, I'm all up to speed. I don't know about the rest of you. You got to learn to keep up with these things. So we've just got a couple little bits around the edges here that we do want to take. That's just because the cultivator doesn't like the essentially the lines that dictate where the edge of the cultivator is for the hired help when the mod is made haven't been defined quite correctly, so the game thinks the cultivator is different to what the cultivator actually is, which is a little bit of a nuisance, but it's not the end of the world. We can live with that. We just do a once round and tidy up like that. So I'll bring this one back up here. Now, I've got nothing else that we need to do today on this one. So I'm going to bring that one over there, and we're also going to wash this one off. Like this. I don't remember what the last... What was the last thing that happened? It wasn't the sick worker. Actually, was it the pressure washer breaking down? Oh no, maybe it was the money then. You know, I genuinely can't remember. If it was the pressure washer breaking down, then we managed to fix it a little tiny bit early. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. It's, we were lucky. We managed to fix it a little tiny bit early, and for that we're very, very grateful. Now, as I've gone and planted oilseed radish in this field up here, we're going to need that cultivator next month, and we're also going to need the seed drill as well. So actually, that one... It's so weird the way it does this. Like, you bring it out like that, just partly into coming out of the shed, and everything has kind of like disappeared. And then some things start to paint back in, and you sort of get an idea of what the game classes as bits of priority. Okay, my glasses disappeared. Half of my body is going. That is so weird. Oh, wow. I like how the pipes from the tractor going to the seed drill are still there. They're just going to like hang in there doing nothing. But everything else, as you slowly bring that camera around and everything else pops into view, that is freaky. That is seriously freaky, dude. All right. Let's bring this back in around here, and we'll park this one up. So I've done... Actually, what have we got? We've got that one done there, and it needs rolling. So that one's got one lot of fertilizer. When we cultivate up what we've just put in now, that's going to be the double layer of fertilizer. And then if we look in here, we've got the first bit for canola. So in September, we plant the second lot of canola. The second part of the canola planting window is what we've got. So we got to get the canola in the ground tomorrow. And I want to actually do that. Grass, wheat, barley, oat, canola. So we've got the crop ready. You know what? It would probably be a good idea if we actually loaded this thing up with seed. So we'll do that as well. Bring that in over here. And I've got nothing else I need to do this month, so I'm just going to speed that up to like 120 times for a minute. Let that tick away. And then I'm going to bring you back in here. So that's now just reached the seed, so I can load that one. There we go. Load that one all the way up. There. And then we've only got a little bit left. We've got one bag of seed left. And, well, we haven't got a lot of that bag left either. So we're going to end up having to buy seed soon. The one thing that we really do need to buy is a corn header. Now, we do have that front weight that's sitting there, so we could, in theory, sell that one because we still don't have the money to be able to put it onto this tractor right here, which is something that we would like to do. Let me shut you down. And I mean, also, we do have this one that we could sell, and we'll get, like, maybe 1,000 for that one. So, I mean, there's not a lot of money to come in from those. And then, of course, there's the bale trailer that we could sell, because we got 3 trailers now. We've got that one for grain. We've got this one here for pallets, which does have sides on that we could use. And we could also use that one for picking up bales. It's just that it holds less bales than this one does. This one's like 100 bales, and that one's only like 80. Oh, this is 110 bales or something. It's a lot of bales, anyway. So we'd have to be going backwards and forwards a bit more, but the bale trailer is a fair bit of money tied up there. So there's, yeah, it's a constant struggle. The other thing is, I really want this garden thing over here, but the best fertilizer for that would be manure, and we don't have any of that. Our pigs are not sort of producing much of that at the moment. I'm also going to go here and just remove this pallet and bring that one back so he's out of the way a minute. Let's put that down there. Right. There we go. Tidy him up a bit. Okay, that should be okay for the night. That's it. I'm just going to go and skip the night now, and we'll move on to September. And then we've got to roll on our little chart, and we've got to see if anything decent can happen to us. So if I sleep, I need to find the dice. Right, we currently have minus monies. It's not very helpful. And our chickens over here have now got 9,000 food. We've got another full pallet right there. I'll bring that out. I will go and check on the pigs a moment. So the pigs, we've got our 18. They got 2,000 litres of food. They're all right with that. We've got these here are on 420. Their reproduction is on 50%. So I don't want to get rid of these pigs. I would actually like them to reproduce. The Berkshire ones, I'm thinking I'll sell them before they get to the reproduction phase, but we need to wait at least another month before it becomes profitable, because we're on there. And we don't have any actual transport, so we're having to pay for someone else to come along and transport our pigs for us, which does slow things down a little bit. So let's take a mosey back up here, and it is the beginning of a new season, which means that we need to do a dice roll. So I'm just going to do that a minute. Okay, that's a re-roll. I've only got so many items. Right. What do we got? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, that one's a re-roll. Sorry. Yeah, I'm rolling a d20, and if I shake a 15 or higher, then I re-roll. And that is a 1. Critical miss. We rolled a 1, which is a critical miss, which is actually on my list of things. I can buy the 2 pallets. That's at the very top of my list. So I can buy 2 pallets of grain, and those 2 pallets, I did say about possibly putting them in the mill, and I got a split decision on that. So let me show you the pallets for those of you who haven't seen. We got pallets in here. And there is a mod that has added in, like, I got several mods that are adding in different things. But we've got these right here. Now, there's a wide variety of pallets that I can put in. There's a pig feed pallet there. I can buy 5,000 litres of pig feed for 1,000 euros, which is pretty good. And I can also buy 5,000 litres of chicken feed and put that in. Now, several people said they didn't like the idea of me just buying like wheat or oats or something, and taking that to the mill and then using it to generate profit like that. They felt that this one should be only items that I use up on the farm. So, and then other people did say that, you know, processing it through the mill would be all right. If I was just buying it and selling it straight back, then maybe not. But, you know, maybe I got a good deal on something. But I'm actually thinking that long term, it would be better if we were doing it like this. So if I was to get the chicken feed, 2 pallets of chicken feed, that's 10,000 litres of chicken feed, which if we were to go and get that through the normal means, which is the big bags and even going for the cheaper ones, that's 12,000 euros worth of chicken feed that I'm buying for 2 grand, right? That is saving us a huge amount of money, which is utterly insane. So it's kind of a no contest type thing, really. So we're definitely going to go and do that. I was going to put this one going, but I can't because we have no money at all at the moment. So we're going to have to go and take a run up the road first. So we'll unhitch that one and we'll drive up here. Now, eggs at the moment, what is the egg price? We want to have a look on here, and oh, I'm looking at eggs right there. So eggs, the price is just going to climb at the moment, and we're on 1187. So if I was to just start speeding up time a little bit, 1188. So even though the arrow is pointing downwards and it's supposedly dropping, it's actually going the other way. It's unfortunate because if that was on green and rising, this number would be going up quite quickly, but it's not. But, I mean, it is climbing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward the time until about 1 o'clock, because I think that's still enough time for us to get the field there cultivated and planted before bedtime, because we've got to have a minimum of the 3 times speed, which is kind of important. So we'll come on out here, and I'll take that to 1 o'clock. The corn over in the field over there isn't ready yet. There we go. Right, so 3 times speed. So we're now at 1,206 for eggs, which is low, but it's not the end of the world kind of low. And it's also, the chickens have now produced a little bit more in the way of eggs. It's not, you know, masses and masses and masses of them, but we'll have enough eggs here if I load these up. Okay, apparently I'm not loading those. That's because we've got it set on big bags. So we want to go through all the bales. Euro pallet. No, that's the one I want. Euro pallets. Right. And then if I do that, and there's the other one, I've got just under 7,000 litres of eggs right here, which at 1,200 is going to give us close to 10 grand. Now, that one's not ready to cut yet. And corn... So the earliest it'll be available to cut is October, and then possibly on into November, which means that the eggs, the price is going to keep climbing. So we could get some more eggs. So I'm not going to worry about selling anything else just yet. We'll deal with that a little bit later, and then if we've got to, we will sell the bale trailer so that we can afford to buy the corn header. We really need to buy that corn header so that we can harvest this corn here. I'm just not quite sure at the moment if... I really should look to see if there's any traffic coming. That would probably be a good idea. Just have a glance in that direction. It might help. So the grain right here in the field, we need to be able to harvest that. We need a corn header to be able to do it. We can leave it until November. We don't have to get it harvested in October. We can leave it until November if we want to, even if it is ripe next month, because we have the we have that sort of window of opportunity for it. And after growing corn, it's oats, which is also a spring crop. So we don't need to... We're not going to be able to get anything planted straight away. That's sort of a slow job through the winter that we can do. A bit like one of the, a bit like the other field that we've got over here at the moment. So That side is fine. That side is the same car that I nearly hit just now. Considering how slow I go up that bit in between, I'm surprised that car wasn't able to get further on round. It's quite impressive, really. Anyway, 6,792 litres of eggs at 1,200 per 1,000. So we've got 6.7 times 1.2, which would be, well, 6 times 1.2 would be 7.2, and then 0.7 times, well, if we say 0.8, because it is just about, 0.8 times 1.2 is, actually, what is 0.8 times 1.2? That's 0.8, isn't it? No, that's not. 0.8 times 1.2 is 6, so 5 would be, I think it's 0.95. This is gonna bug me now. I'm tired today. My brain isn't working. 1.2 times 0.8 is 0.96. Right, so just below 1. I was thinking 1, but no, it's not 1. It can't be 1. But yeah, so it's a little bit below. And we end up getting, we had minus like 250 something, I think. Is it minus 250? Might be minus 200. There they go. There go all of the eggs. Just take straps off, and 8,200. So 0.96, 7,200. Yeah, that's actually pretty much roughly what I said it would be, except that I forgot to do the tally. But I told you I'm tired. I forgot to, I figured out the 0.96. Well, I used a calculator. And the 7.2, and yeah, so that was about what we said it would be. Right, anyway, it doesn't matter. So we'll just turn off those flashes a minute, and we'll go into here. We are allowed to buy 2 pallets. This is the take home from all of this gabbling and nonsense and so on. We're allowed to get 2 of these. There we go. Chicken feed pallets. 5,000 litres of feed at 1,000 a time. Seriously OP this is. Like this is a majorly OP mod that we've got right here, which is why I'm only allowing it if it comes up with the event thing. And I want to go, where do I want to go? No, I don't want to go in there. I want to go here. And you can't enable the auto, you can't change the items on the auto load until you get close enough that it starts to identify them. Then it comes up with the option to let you change, which is weird. I don't know why it does that, but anyway. Are you not pallet? They're not overloaded. What are they? These aren't standard overloaded pallet. What are these? Why aren't you loading? Right, they're not loading with that. So we want to go... Well, it's not going to be bales. I'll try it with a standard Euro pallet. Nope. I'll try it with... Well, I don't think it's going to be a liquid tank. No. Big bag pallets. No. Big bags. Right, these are not recognized by these pallets. So, there is a bit of difficulty with these pallets, is that they're simply not recognized as any kind of pallet. And also the mass is 4 tons per pallet. Now, I can pick them up with my superpowers. We've got... They're at the shop. This is a special delivery at the shop. So, in theory, we can do it like that. We can use it as a special delivery at the shop. Ooh. This is hardcore. I'm supposed to, like, I mean, if you're at a shop, the shop would load them for you. So I'm just going to put them on here and have them as the shop loading them for me. But, no, what I was thinking is, these pallets, they're not going to just tip out in the chicken feed place, which is going to be a bit of a problem. So what I was thinking is we're going to actually want to put sides on this trailer. But I don't think this trailer, even with the high sides on, will take 10,000. I think it goes up to 8,000. I can't remember. Let me just put that on there. There is an easy way to find out. We go in here. We go to the trailers because it's actually the same trailer as... Which one is it? Well, it's not that one. Oh, I thought it was one that was, like, near the front, but apparently it's not. Is it that one? But a different version? No, it's not. I was thinking maybe it was that one, but a different version of it. And then you've got this Salic one. I thought I had other versions of it. Maybe I don't. The other one, I just seen the there we go, the autoload. Stroutman. I thought there was a base game Stroutman. This is why I was confused, because I genuinely thought that there was a base game one of these as well. But anyway, so we got a capacity of 4,008. Oh, it does. It goes all the way up to a capacity of 12,000. So we could, in theory, put sides on this trailer, and we could do it like that. But I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it like it is. And this one... Right, let's put straps on there. We've got 10,000 litres of wheat right here. In the form of chicken feed. And we will take this back. So what I will end up doing is I'm going to put the... I'll get the other trailer, the taller-sided trailer, and I'll put that one next to here, and then we can transfer all of this through the loading function into the trailer, and then we'll be able to tip it into the chickens. Because I don't think, if I take this straight to the chickens, I'm going to try that first, but I don't think that's going to let the grain go into the chickens, which is going to be a little bit of a nuisance. It's also a real pain that the auto load doesn't work on these pallets. Doesn't recognize them as an overloaded pallet, and it doesn't recognize them as a standard pallet either, which means that although this mod is OP and so on, you've got to load the pallets of goods in a different way. You can't sort of use them just in the standard way that you would normally. I mean, for our purposes on this particular playthrough, that's actually a good thing because it's going to discourage... Well, it further discourages us from using them, although I've already said I won't, so I won't. Because I don't want this playthrough... This is supposed to be, you know, more with realism. And we've managed... We've gotten some good luck, is what we've got with these. We managed to find someone who needed... You get this occasionally. You do find, like, as a bit of a deal. We happen to have a neighbour who, I mean, 10,000 litres is not a huge amount. So he had this grain. He needed to get rid of it. It was either get rid of it now or he'd have to wait. Say, he's going away for months and months and months, like 6 months, maybe 9 months, something like that. I don't know. He's going away for a long time. If he just left the grain there, it's just going to get spoiled. Rats are going to get into it and all sorts. It's just going to cause him no end of trouble. Oh. Right, that's auto-feeding into the chicken pen. That's excellent. So we don't even need to load it into another trailer. It's just going to auto-feed. That's awesome. And so, yeah, and he needed to get rid of it quick. And he'd been trying to sell it. He'd sold some of it at a more reasonable price. But he's now really short on time. He had to get rid of it in a couple of days. And so he basically just said to us, you can have it. For a stipend. Have it for a stipend. So we paid him a small amount of money and the 2,000 euros, and now we've got 10,000 litres of chicken feed in there, which gives us 18,000 litres, which can last us a nice little while before we actually have to go and buy any, which is fantastic. So the eggs that the chickens are producing are going to make us some decent cash that we can go and use on the farm. So this has been a really good day for us. Now bring this one on round this way. That actually, I'm going to stop you there a second, and I'm going to go to this one. We need to get started on this field. We've got to get the field cultivated, and we've got to get the canola in the ground. If we don't, we're going to be in trouble. So I'm going to bring this one down here. We'll start on this side here. And I'm going to start the cultivating. I'm going to do one pass up here and all the way down to the other side. And then I'm going to set the hired help going, and I'm going to leave it to it. And we can deal with the other tractor once we've done this. Right up round. So we have to get this canola in, and then we've got to decide how the best, what's the best approach for getting the combine header. We're running out of time for that. Now, we do have a couple of months of the chickens producing eggs. I'm not going to sell off any more chickens just yet. We're going to keep the chickens we've got, and hopefully they will kind of... actually, I'll have a look in a second. Once this one starts doing the land work, I'll have a look and we'll see exactly what chickens we got. Because I did sell some of the chickens. We got a little bit of money out of them, but to be honest, I would rather just keep them as adult chickens. I don't like selling off the chickens because it just doesn't seem like a profitable move. It doesn't seem like it's something that's going to make us any cash anyway. One thing I'm not quite sure of is why my chicken pen is still saying 399 out of 250. Like, something doesn't feel quite right with that chicken pen. I'm not quite sure what it is. Now, we have the issue here of the curvy ground, and right there, it's this bit just here, and you can see the big dip. And yeah, as soon as we've got a plow, we're gonna fix this. As soon as we can find a plow, we will actually fix this, because this really does irritate. Have I mentioned that before? I've probably kept it really, really quiet that irritates me. Probably. Maybe. Possibly not. Just irritates me just a little tiny bit that it does that. Like, if we had a slightly narrower cultivator or something like that, then maybe we wouldn't have this problem, but... well, we do, so we're going to have to try and find a solution. And that goes all right there, but then we've just got these little bits, so I have to do it this way. And this is what I really don't like. So I will find a way to fix this. Well, there is an easy way to fix this, but we need a plow. And we don't currently have... I thought I picked that up. Apparently I didn't. Yeah. Now I picked it up. Yeah, if we have a plow, we can do it. A plow would fix this without any problems whatsoever. So there we go, there's that bit done. And then I can go over this side. The rest of it we can just leave. And I need the hired help to start working on the field just here. Bring you over, we'll sort of go right about there, I think. And go. Right. Drop in there. I'll get a bit of an idea of whether the hired help is going to be useful on this one. I think actually we're going to be alright. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.